everyone? Welcome back. Please comment, subscribe, folks. Comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like watching and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as link to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets getting blasted at home at MetLife opening day, 24-9. 24-9. This was a frustrating game to watch. Salutes to all the savages that watched the game with me. Man, we did this live, and we also did a live radio show as well after watching the games together. So it was good to spend time with y'all and, you know, chill and just kick it and talk about what we were watching. But I'll tell you what, the most frustrating part of this game was the offense. The offensive line was terrible. It was awful. It was awful to watch. They couldn't stop a nosebleed, particularly the left side. The left side is what was giving everything up. And you know what's crazy about that? The big concern coming into this game was the right side. Everybody was saying, oh, Vera Tucker, he just got switched from left guard to right guard. Then you also got Max Mitchell starting out there at right tackle now because, you know, Dwayne Brown went down. We moved Fant back to left tackle, which is his natural position, right? A position he succeeded at. And now Max Mitchell is out there at right tackle. Rookie guy, young guy. We're wondering what's going on with him. He's raw. We got to figure it out. Max Mitchell played well. Vera Tucker played well. Fant and Tomlinson played horrific. It was egregious the way that they were playing. They were getting beat like somebody stole something, especially Fant. Houston was just abusing him all game. He gave up a sack. He had a big holding call. Then you got Tomlinson literally getting driven from the line of scrimmage back into Joe Flacco's lap consistently throughout the game. Joe Flacco could not get comfortable back there. There was always somebody in his face, and it was not like the Ravens were sending pressure, sending blitzes constantly. No, they were getting pressure just with their front four. Joe could not properly get set up to throw the football. And there's a lot of people trying to blame Joe Flacco for the offensive struggles today. Look, I'm not saying that Joe was perfect on the day at all. But we all know that Joe Flacco's a statue. We all know that Joe Flacco's not athletic. He's not a runner. He's not Lamar Jackson, Mahomes. We know he's not evasive. He's a pocket quarterback. He's a standard pocket veteran quarterback. And one of the things that we said coming into this game was protection is paramount. Just give him a decent pocket. It doesn't have to be unbelievably clean with nobody touching him for 40 years. No, just give him a decent pocket. They couldn't give him that. This guy was getting hit constantly. He was getting banged around. All right? He's trying to throw the ball. He's getting bumped off the spot by guys just getting driven into him. It's insane. That left side of the offensive line was egregious today. It was horrific. Flacco was 37 of 59 on the day, 307 yards, 1 TD. He also had an interception. The interception he threw was to Cager. Cager's running a route early in the game. Cager's in at tight end. And he throws the ball to Cager. Cager slips and falls down. The ball continues to coast straight into a Raven's hand. And that brings me to my next point, play calling. Because I know you're sitting here going, well, Joe, Cager is in early at tight end? What about the other guys? Did the rest of our tight ends go off? Tight end? Really? No, they didn't go off. Because there was a guy that we signed this offseason, CJ Uzomah, a guy that everybody was just chomping at the bit about. Hey, he's going to really light it up. We got great tight ends. The usage was awful. You know, CJ Uzomah did not have a catch or target on the day. Nothing. No work for the big free agent tight end that we just signed. No work. He did nothing. Mike LaFleur and his play calling today was suspect. His personnel packages, suspect. His usage, suspect. Okay? Especially when you see that the left side of your offensive line is struggling the way it is. Why didn't you go into big and bring in a tight end to come help these guys, man? Why is CJ Uzomah not having any catches or targets in the first game of the season? And he was the big tight end acquisition. Why is Jeremy Ruckert inactive on the day? And he's fully healthy. Man, I don't know what to tell you. Garrett Wilson, 4 catches, 52 yards. His usage was a little questionable as well. Why aren't we designing more plays to get the ball in Garrett Wilson's hand? He made a great play today. A great play. Joe Flacco was under duress, threw the ball out, found Garrett Wilson. Garrett caught it and just literally shook a bunch of guys and almost got back to get a first down. He was 1 yard short. But let me tell you something. That play was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. What's going on with his usage? Why aren't we putting the ball in his hands more often? It's a guy we just drafted with the 10th pick. Oh, man. Elijah Moore, 5 catches for 49 yards. He had an offensive pass interference call against him later on in the game. He pushed the Ravens corner trying to score a touchdown. Corey Davis, I tell you what, man. Listen, I like Corey Davis a lot. I love Corey Davis. I think he's a solid wide receiver, but he has got to step it up. He had a drop early in this football game that killed one of our drives on 3rd and 9, and our offense was already sputtering, and it was trying to pick up and get something going. The ball hits him directly in his pads, and it just bounces away, and it just destroyed the drive. And we just started to kind of get some mojo. He's got to pick it up. He had 6 catches for 77 yards, but a lot of that was later in the game when it was already over. Corey Davis has got to stop with the drops, man. He's got to stop. He's killing us. He is killing us. He's killing us with that stuff. Then you look at the situation, man. Again, Garrett Wilson shined today, but you know who else shined? Michael Carter. Michael Carter looked really good. He had 10 carries, 60 yards. He also had 7 catches for 40 yards. He did drop a touchdown late. He dropped it. He was breaking away from the defender. It would have been an easy walk-in touchdown, but he did drop it. But let me tell you something. The game was already over. It was out of hand anyway. But Carter really shined today. He played extremely well. Michael Carter was out there doing everything. Everything. The offense was terrible. And one of the reasons why it hurt so much watching it live is because the Jets' defense was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. The biggest questions we had, hey, can this defense contain Lamar Jackson? The answer was yes. They contained him. They held the Ravens to 63 yards rushing total. Total. Lamar Jackson was 17 of 30 for 213 yards, 3 TDs, and an interception. We didn't allow Lamar Jackson to go full Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is one of the most dynamic weapons in the NFL. And this pass rush, this front got after him physically. Put hands on that man. We kept him in the pocket. Even though he did scamper out and get a first down run, it was an amazing run by him, and it had to be. But he didn't get that all game. He had Jets in his face consistently. From Lawson to Quinnen Williams, who played very well today. Quincy Williams played very well today. Michael Clemens showed up. Jermaine Johnson had a sack. His first sack of his career. Martin had a sack as well. Those guys played unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Sauce shined as well today at corner. Sauce played so well. He had a pass breakup with Mark Andrews, who only had 5 catches for 52 yards on the day. He didn't go off either. He didn't. Sauce broke up a pass where Andrews was breaking away from him. Sauce caught him. Andrews put his hands up. Sauce didn't even turn his head to locate the ball. He just put his arms up and knocked the ball away from Andrews. That's football IQ. That's awareness on another level, shown to you from a young corner. Sauce is the real deal, man. Now, the defense did give up some stuff late, but it was because they had been on the field all dang game. All game. They gave up a 55-yard bomb. They also gave up a 25-yard TD as well. One of those were to, Bateman. The other one was Duvernay. I think Duvernay had 2 TDs on the day. But this defense played out of its mind. Out of its mind, man. And to watch the offense fail them the way they did was a crime. Special teams was bad too. Zerline missing field goals, missed the extra point. We might still be in a search for kicker. The way he looked, he was awful. Man was around dealing 20-yard punts, just giving the Ravens great offensive field position. Braden Mann with a 20-yard punt. This was so frustrating to watch because the New York Jets defense played so well and they kept us in the game and gave us amazing chances to win this game. Early, the Ravens were sputtering, making all types of mistakes. And the Jets defense was just capitalizing. And then the Jets offense just would go out there and just throw it all away. Mistakes, penalties, couldn't block anybody, couldn't keep drives going. It was bad. And the offensive play calling, there was some question marks about that too. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about the way the Jets looked against the Ravens? What are your thoughts about the offense? What are your thoughts about the defense? Comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.